How the YN epidemic started. Like, comment, subscribe, Grinder educate, Grinder stops.
You see, the black community has an extremely pressing issue because for the past
The
year or so,
YN epidemic.
People have been using this term YN or YNs.
What does that really mean, though?
For young niggas. And you might be wondering, what exactly is the issue here? Black people call each other the N-word all the time. A little while back, we even had the term young rich, which was super popular. And see, the problem we're searching for all starts with two people. And don't worry, I'm gonna cover the second person later on in the video. But the main character of this story is a 16-year-old kid who goes by the name of TK. See, TK had a really rough upbringing, and he was looking
the
for
ultimate YN.
So his friend hits him up and asks him if he wants to be a part of a planned robbery. TK accepts. They proceed with the robbery.
The cameraman's guy.
As planned, and several people end up getting shot. The police end up catching TK, and he's out on parole while the police decides his sentence. And so TK, and remember he's 16 years old, thinks to himself, I'm looking at a lot of years here. What should I do? Let me go on the run with very limited resources, and hopefully I won't get caught. So TK proceeds to cut off his ankle monitor and goes on
some dumb shit
the run. And oh yeah, if I didn't mention,
listen guys, do not do that
before, TK raps. So while TK's on the run, he ends up shooting more people during a robbery. He flees his home state of Texas trying to evade the authorities. But on June 3rd, 2017, the US Marshal eventually catch him. And ironic enough, the same day he was detained, he released his song The Race, which ended up going viral.
Man, stupid viral.
I'm talking millions upon millions of listeners. And
that shit went viral.
TK's story so compelling was that he was rapping.
It was actually real
while actually doing the race. You see, for a lot of people,
the race
my age, that was the first time we had hard evidence that someone was living the lifestyle that they were rapping about. And I won't lie, everyone in my age group thought he was cool as hell. I did think he was cool. My middle school friends and I would
now that I grew up, I'm like, that's not cool.
And we wouldn't get to have that experience again until a while later with YNW Melly, who was also a rapper that allegedly had some bodies under his belt.
How many personalities do you have?
6.
What are the 6?
6 personalities?
Yeah, 3.
So tell me the 3.
You got Marcus, you got YNW Melly.
You got Marcus, you got Melly, and you got Malvin.
So what are the 3 personas? Like, what's different about each one?
Melly, he just, he cool, he funny.
He chillin'.
Marcus, he the one like, I be in disguise, and you can't really tell who I am, and I'm doing some regular people shit. Melvin, I only let him out at nighttime, and I need to stop doing it.
What?
For a lot of
Melvin,
people, especially from Gen Z
bro,
and Gen Alpha, TK was the first YN. But the thing about TK's situation is he crashed out.
Bro said, nah, Melly didn't do that. I didn't do that. You're telling Melly me. You're asking if Melly did that. But if you ask if Melvin did that, that's a different story.
Going to jail super early
on.
Melvin
is a different guy. I'm not Melvin.
On the generation as this next person, King Von.
Oh, Von.
If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself. Many black people and brag about it.
No, Von was
wrong with him. That's not.
Von was different.
Not regular, man.
Von was different.
That was the devil, man.
Von was different.
Von was different. Like
I told you. And that's literally what I said. I was like, I'm not gonna say he's, but he was different. Like he was just different.
It happened to Von. Ain't nothing happening to Von. Cause he different, like he was different from he was always on the.
Told you, he's just different. He's not like no regular guy.
Type of timing for real.
Brief intermission. I'm trying to get to 100K subs.
Sorry guys, we don't.
I was relieved for the community.
No,
over there torturing them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
That documentary proves everything to be true. He is a serial.
All right, just because a documentary gets put out on certain people doesn't mean it's completely true, but some of it does coincide on some things, but I'm not gonna say it. Just because they put a documentary doesn't automatically you can't automatically take it for like truth.
He was a demon.
If you know, you know, I guess. But he was just different.
Like, nah, it was just fun, really.
So he was in jail for 2 months?
Yeah, 1 and 2 attempts.
And honestly, when it comes to Von, if I give you guys the whole rundown on his story, this video might get flagged.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But just know he had
it'll be like an hour long.
I mean, a lot more than just one. Matter of fact, after he passed away, detectives saw
got more than I can count.
He committed, hence they started calling him a serial killer. But see, although TK and King Von had a lot of similarities, they had one big difference. King Von was free during the majority of his rap career. And although it was
That's true.
short-lived, King
That's
Von
true.
made a
Von
lot of
was
noise.
free.
Just
Von.
like with TK and YNW Melly's story, where you have hard evidence that these rappers are actually living the lifestyle they rap about, Von's
That's why
story
Von was
followed the same
different.
path. Hence
That's why he was different.
why the world loved him so much. He literally took the world by storm. For dudes, it was a mixture of fear and admiration because he really lived that lifestyle. And then for women, it was an infatuation because he was a good looking guy, but at the same time it was a fetish because a lot of the women that found him attractive was due to them thinking he was macho because he was a murderer. And just to give you guys an example,
That's
this
true.
is a viral TikTok edit of King Von. And the most liked comment on this edit is, "I know he was like clinically insane, but baby." And then the rest of the comments are filled with women showing him love and asking why he had to die. And now you might be asking, what's the issue here? The issue is that we have these murderers, these serial killers, and these people who are obviously mentally unstable. We got these type of people broadcasting their lifestyle to the world through rap, and instead of condemning them, we're celebrating them. And look,
Yeah, they're
I'll
getting
admit,
glorified.
King Von has some pretty fire rap songs.
He
But
did.
for people to be treating him like he's some sort of hero is insane.
Nah, that
it
is
gives the
insane.
same vibe as those people who thirst after serial killers like Jeffrey
It is.
Dahmer. And you see, it's the same glorification and infatuation that brought about this epidemic of YNs. Because YNs,
The YNs, the Kia boys.
backgrounds, are emotionally unstable.
You got the Kia boys. You got who else? The scammers, BPP loaners.
Little to no emotional control, meaning
That's
their
the
emotions
ultimate
are super
YN face.
volatile, have little care for their future or the consequences of their actions, and probably can't see a life outside the circumstances that they live in. When you
These
take
dudes'
that
teeth
type
are
of
really
kid
white.
and show them all the glory and respect that comes with living a life
Wow.
like King Von's, the
I like his
result is a
teeth.
bunch
Pause.
of young men who are willing to throw their life away just to live up to that image. And just to put it into perspective, think about that one kid in your class growing up who you could tell comes from a troubled background and was acting up for attention. It's the same case with these new age
His
troubled
teeth are
young
whiter
men.
than
Due to the
his
influence
do-rag.
of rap
God
and
damn,
social
teeth
media,
are
which has
white.
glorified it so much, young men have started defaulting to the YN lifestyle. And
The
part of the
YN
reason why is
lifestyle.
because it's super appealing. You're gonna be feared and respected by dudes, and girls are gonna
Girls are
think
gonna
you're
like
super
you.
macho. But all that aside, they're also living off the high of all the attention and validation that they're receiving. And look, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that this idea of
That's true.
YNs is something new. There have always been these crash outs, these hot-headed young men who are willing to kill someone. A perfect example is young Snoop Dogg. Before he took up the mantle of Unk, he was a menace.
That's
But see,
true.
in today's world with rap and social media and the way that
Forgot about that.
YN lifestyle is being glorified, damn near every troubled kid
The
wants to be a
Whippets,
YN.
bruh,
We even
the
got a
Whippets are
problem with
crazy.
fake YNs, and I made a whole video about that.
Where did you just come from?
I just came from the block, bro. Was in the BR all day though, bro.
Where did he just come from? Just now? Like, where was he just at? School?
It's honestly sad to see. And the crazy thing is, there are kids to this day.
It was
who
at
live
school. I
in
see it right here. Here's a
Chicago
picture of him
who are
in class.
dying and have died from pursuing that YN lifestyle. A perfect example is a kid from the west side of Chicago who goes by Bloodhound Lil Jeff, who died due
Who?
to gun violence.
So around what age did you jump off the porch and start hanging out in the streets?
I'm gonna say when I came outside for real, I was like 18 type shit.
Okay.
I just turned like 18.
Okay.
But the shit I'm doing now is shit I've been seeing my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I told you I got an older brother. So this shit ain't nothing new for real. It's the same shit I've been seeing.
He's
Anything
lying. You can
doing,
tell.
I saw already.
What's your highest level of education?
High school. I graduated high school.
Okay.
And look, he obviously jumped in the streets for a reason, but it still sucks to see that he graduated high school and could have went on to become something
That's
much
true.
greater, but he ended up losing his life in such a tragic way. And
He
outside
did?
of that, he was rumored to have unalived 10 people.
I feel if I get mad enough, the
No way.
shit will start happening. And y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go after that one. Poof. I came back. Poof. I don't live them niggas though.
And I know it's
We're
gonna be
not
some person
no
in the comments
Bloodhound
talking about
Jeff.
they were his ops this, they were his ops that. But honestly, get out of here with that. A lot of these guys probably would have been friends if they were just born 2 blocks down. And that's the sad
true.
reality of things. And now to the most important part. This is the clip that
That's what I don't get. Like, I'll never understand how gangs could be rival other gangs and literally live like this blocks. The rival gang block right here. The other block's right here. Like, bro, you gotta walk like 2 miles. Not even 2 miles. You just walk like a 2-minute walk and you're right there in the rival block. I don't get that.
even make this video.
Like, I
Everything
don't
he's
never
saying is
understand
not
that.
real. I just had to bring this to y'all for CPS try to do something or anything.
And I can't show the whole clip or the video might get taken down, but the person you see in that clip is an 11-year-old rapper who goes by Lil King. And to give you some
The fucking media made an 11-year-old rapper.
there's another rapper who's much older who goes by Finesse 2 Times who took Lil King under his wing. And usually when you take someone under your wing, you take care of them and you look out for them. But he did the opposite. In the clip I showed you before, Lil King basically talks about how Finesse 2 Times exposed him to things like gambling, drugs, guns,
No
and high
way.
school chases. It's so disappointing seeing an adult directly be a bad influence towards a little kid. And you might be wondering, where's this kid? Disappointing seeing an adult directly be a bad influence towards a little kid. And you might be wondering, where's this kid's parents? And all I'm gonna say is, when you come from a poor background and money's involved, things always kind of get murky. But I really just want to make an effort to call out adults who are being bad influences to do better. And for those who are living passively, try being more active in guiding the youth. I really feel like until we become more community oriented and start looking out for one another, things like the YN epidemic won't get any better.
That's
if you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching.
Go and like, comment, subscribe. Grind 100K. Grind never stops. Let's get the YN epidemic to stop.
Bye, have a great time.